Hey everybody, and welcome to Crazy Gamers Games. And the last video on AdMech Transport that I finished up, I talked about that there might be some photo etch in my future. And Alliance Model Works was kind enough to send me some of their 1/700th scale photo etch, because apparently normal size photo etch is a challenge. It's not a challenge, but this stuff is. So as you can see, this is a 1930s small railway station or a lower Marion station. Take a look at the zoom in on that a little bit. These are tiny. You can see that right there. So let's back out a little bit and we'll take a look at it, how big it is actually. The box itself is only about 4.5 centimeters by about 6 centimeters. But let's take a look at what's inside the box. Now, photo etch is brass sheets that you bend into various shapes. So here's the buildings right there. They're made out of resin. So we'll take a closer look. And here is the photo etch. Flip it over so you can see the detail on it. And we're going to go ahead and we'll zoom in on this photo etch. And you can see how small that is next to that centimeter ruler. You know, the photo etch is only 5.5 centimeters long. But if you look, a little window, like this little window right here, is only 5 millimeters. The roof structure itself, the main roof structure at the longest is 4 centimeters, you know, and 3 centimeters on the shorter side. But as you can see, it comes with these little resin. You gotta be in real close for this stuff because it's tiny. But it comes with, this is a little building right here. You have to cut it off the gate here, and you would glue the little photo etch panels on. And then the same thing with this, you'd remove it from the gates right here, and then this will go like this, like that, and then all these pieces of photo etch will glue onto this building. And it comes with a little set of instructions. I'll back out for the instructions of this little railway station. It even has a little pole and some spare side panels, 23 spare side panels. But it tells you where to put everything photo etch wise. So, you know, this is the back right here, and this is the back, and then this is the front, and each little piece of photo etch will fit in here. And then this is the roof, and then a piece of photo etch here, 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 and here, and that's these roof sections here. So, and then right there you can see, we'll zoom in on that so you can see the detail. But right there, this is a little stanchion post, things like that. You can see all the little pieces here. Photo etch, some less than 1 millimeter. You know, it comes with some spare pieces. But in future videos, I'm actually going to attempt to assemble these on camera. I have put 1 or 2 together off camera just to try it, because I've never used photo etch before, and I wanted to see, you know, what it was all about. And, you know, as long as you take your time, have a little bit of patience, and, you know, I'll go over in detail what I used to pull it off. But, you know, as long as you take your time and pay attention, and the instructions are very vague in these kits. I haven't opened all the kits yet. I was sent quite a few, like 5 or 6 different kits. I haven't opened them all yet. This was the first time I opened this one. But I have opened this one. This one is a water tower And this one makes 3 water towers. World War II era water towers. And that photo etch is about 10.5 centimeters long. But each piece of tower is about 2 to 3 centimeters. And then it comes with the little resin water tower itself. And then we'll take a look at this here. I want to say I opened this one, but no, when I think about it, I think I have. I don't like how this photo etch was just thrown in here. It looks a little, it has a little bend to it. It's not good, but you know, it's double wrapped in plastic, so you just need to lay it on a flat surface and, you know, flatten it out. Plus, you know, it's going to be bent up, so, and like, let's see if I can zoom in on some of this detail here. Like, right, doesn't want to pick up on that. Right here, this is the little railing that wraps around the little water tower with the ladder on it. And you got some more railing over here. The ring around it, these are the actual towers. They fold up and they're glued. And then it actually even has these little wrapped brass that have names on them, like Newport, Exert. And then I think this one says Williamsport down here, Williamsport. But you can wrap that around the actual water tower. This one actually comes with 3 water towers. With 3 actually make it and survive, I'd be very surprised. Because, okay, see, I thought this was railing, but this is actually the ladder. This ring goes around this unit, and the ladder folds down. And then you'll have a ladder going across this. Well, let's take a look. We'll look at the instructions here. Like I said, these instructions are very vague. They're vague. That's all I gotta say. But it's basically curl, plug into holes, bend 90 degrees, and then use plastic or metal rod. For what? I have no idea. Okay, so the little pieces with the names are actually stencils for painting. And then you do that after assembly, but before the installation of the guardrails. So this piece with this little ladder must be the guardrail. And then this longer piece is the ladder that goes around the ring at the base. And then that sits into the tower. So if you look at this unit here, from the look of it, this round section here is the base, and this part where the sprue part is, or the gate, is the top. Why they would do that, I don't know. Put on the part that would be more hidden. But that is a flat surface, semi-flat surface, so that could be filed out. Just be careful when you're filing resin; it is toxic. So make sure you get rid of the dust and don't breathe it in and stuff. I don't use a mask; it's just a small item, but try to have a fan blowing, sucking it away from my area, so I'm not inhaling it. Well, if you're wondering about these other pieces that are on my bench, that'll be revealed later. I'm just working on a project for a friend that asked me, he says, hey, you build all these Warhammer models, could you build this? So I said, hey, and I'll give it a shot. So I'm giving it a shot. I'll tell you right now, what it is a lot more pieces than a Warhammer model. So that's all I can say about that. So, and then we got one more item. I just want to make sure I put this away because this photo etch can be bent and damaged very easily. So, and then I got one of these weird This is a 1/700 scale. All this is 1/700 scale. This is a floating crane, and this is a 100-ton, 42-meter self-propelled crane. This one is one I have opened, and it scares me. I'm gonna be honest with you, it scares me because it is a lot of photo etch, and the instructions are very vague. But I'm not gonna take it out of the package. But as you can see, there's the photo etch, and then there's the resin pieces. And I have to show you this on this resin piece right here because this is just crazy. I'm hoping my camera can catch this detail. Let's see here if I can bring this in here. Let's get it in the light and zoom in on this. Those little itty bitty things that are on here, that's not a tread or anything. This whole section here is gate. These are about 2 millimeters. These are upside down, but they're the tie downs that go on the edge of the boat to tie it to the dock. I don't know if they're called horns or what, but they're the tie downs that go around the edge of a boat that you wrap the rope around and tie it to the dock. So I didn't know what this piece was, and then I realized that's what it is. Tiny. Very scared of that. I don't know if they're going to make it on the model. But it has a resin floating dock. It's got some buildings that go on there. And then it has the photo etch. It's got 2 crane arms on this particular model. It gives you 3 because you're probably going to mess it up. But it has all the roping, the railings, hooks, and cabins. There's even little crane tower things for the base of the cranes. You could have some netting. It's pulling up nets out of the water. You could have it in any position with the different ropes. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. It's crazy. It'll work up to probably this one. This is probably one of the more complex ones. And the instructions are still only 1 page. Very vague instructions. As you can see, it just basically folds some crane pieces, put some pieces on, and adjust the angle to what you want it to. So, but this is from Alliance Model Works. I'd like to thank them for this. They're not paying me for this, but they did send me these photo etch pieces based on a recommendation from a friend. So I'm going to be looking at these more in the future, and I'm going to start myself with something easy like one of the water towers because it gives you 3, and then I'll work up to one of these floating cranes. Plus I have another one that has little people in it, and they're so tiny and so cute. But I'm going to put it on a little styrene base, and paint it up and make it look cool. But that's it for today. For Crazy Gamer Games, I'm the Crazy Gamer. Have a great day.